say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll leave it with him. He's out past the 35. Smashes through the tackle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M going up-tempo. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back, his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now improvising. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Right on the money. Touchdown, Aggies. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. An 84-yard drive there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Pulls it in. It's Pringle. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. On the run, it's Pringle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting.
It's a running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Aggies with a long Missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. At the 45 on his way. Speeding down the left side.
Defense is figuring out early in this football. Hey, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanford. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Turning it on. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Mills. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Georgia. the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hauls it in at the 25. Makes a move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll try the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Mills. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Puts it out of the air. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Trying to bull his way in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it down the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. And some room to work. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in. It's Bussey. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Give him 105 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. On a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Mills. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now. So
oh, what a move to get open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He'll keep it himself. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. If that means handing off the dive or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown,
plays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff to the single running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down will open up the final period. Gives it on the option.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the games. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Makes the catch. It's Mills.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now the play fake. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
A They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got him. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Colorado went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Buffs in a statement win if there ever was one. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration.
Breaks into the open. The 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Snap it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Haynes. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Going over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable... answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Bussey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. They boot it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. This is what you're looking for when you have the best.